What's up, guys? This is Aaron. Today I'm going to be talking about how to breed Cory Catfish in a tank. It's quite easy, actually. This is going to be for albinos, peppered, emeralds, pretty much any of those guys, or you bunch them right up into one group and they all work the same. The first for sexing the Cory Catfish is actually a little more difficult. Sexing them can be easy or difficult depending on how keen of an eye you have for this. If you look at the males, they're usually going to be a little bit more streamlined. Your females are going to be a little bit more plump, usually with the eggs, but this can all be difficult to tell depending on what you're feeding them. For any water chemistry, this is quite easy. They pretty much don't have a picky area to where they need to be. A lot of people say around like 7.0, 7.2 pH, but I've had them breed anywhere from 6.5 to 7.8, so they really don't care. For temperature of water, I usually recommend doing about 72 degrees, just because this works easier to get them into the breeding mood and also helps their metabolism so they eat a little bit quicker for when you're feeding them 3 to 4 times a day, trying to condition them. So what do you feed them when you're trying to condition them? I do frozen bloodworms, frozen brine shrimp, mysis shrimp, emerald, like the emerald entrees that you can get from like your Petco, PetSmart, anything like that. You want to vary these though. I usually do all 4 of them in one day. That way they're not getting bored with the food. So the breeding ritual comes down to your fish will start panicking, almost going around the tank sporadically. Then they're going to pretty much stop, breed, and the female will cup the eggs around her bottom fins. This will show up when you look at it because there's going to be about 5 to 6 eggs sitting there, and they usually lay them on the bottom of plant leaves, like decorations in your tank. If you have a castle or a log or driftwood, they're going to place all the eggs on those. Removing the adults after the breeding is very important. I lost quite a few clutches of eggs like this. The parents eat the eggs pretty rapidly after going around your tank, crazy breeding. They get a little bit hungry and the eggs start looking like a good meal, so they start eating them. With the baby catfish, the Corys, usually you feed them a flake food mixture. What I do is I take a bag of it, like a Ziploc bag, put it in, and use a rolling pin to make a fine powder out of it. This works best for, putting it into the tank. And when you put it into the tank, you want to pinch your fingers and actually put it into the water so that the food sinks down to the bottom so the Corys can eat it. I know this sounds dumb, but Corys aren't top eaters, so they're not going to come to the top to eat it. So they do rely on you going down and putting it on the bottom for them. When it comes to water changes, I usually do every other day, about 30 to 40%. You can do more or less, but what happens is the more water changes you do, the less hormones there are going to be in the tank. And less hormones means that the fish are going to grow faster. And having so many fish be in the tank, they are giving off quite a few hormones, so this is going to shrink their growth if you don't remove them. You can check more on my website, breedingtropicalfish.blogspot.com. I'm hopefully updating this every day with a new kind of fish that I've bred. Next, I want to do your pretty simple ones, your betas, your guppies. Also, I want to go into your more difficult, like your clownfish for saltwater, some of your 6-line wrasses, and more difficult species like that. If you have any requests, post them down in the comments. I'll look into it and post a video, and also post a post to my website. Thanks.